Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's a beautiful morning here in North Las Vegas. A little chilly, but hey, I'll take it over 117 anytime. So we actually had a little snow here on the west side this last week, and that was kind of cool. So anyway, that's the weather report from North Las Vegas. You're here for the Dollar Tree finds. That's right. Dollar Tree and some other goodies I'm going to share today. So hey, thanks for joining. Let's get into it. Let's check out what I've picked up from Dollar Tree recently, and let me know down below what you may have picked up that I didn't find. I'm not. Bad news is, I went to Dollar Tree, picked up a few things, but you have the option when you check out to either get the receipt or not, and I just reflexively said no, and so I don't really know from whence these Dollar Tree finds are. So I didn't have them as far as I know, so they're new to me. Here we go, and I have seen them around. I think I've seen them in other people's videos, but I didn't have them, so I am glad to have them. And first one up is something called Scare B&B, 82 minutes long, from 2017. This thing, as far as I can tell, it's from Echo Bridge. Gets pretty good reviews. And of course the stickers are always right over all the writing, so makes it real hard on the old geek to read to you. Oh well. See if I can get this open real quick, you guys. Nope. Nope, nope. I'm sure this is not going to be worth all this trouble. Holy moly. That thing is in there. Ugh. Finally. Holy crap. Excuse me. When a young girl books a room online, things soon turn sinister. Her brother investigates after she goes missing and finds that hidden cameras were nestled all around her rental property. He discovers a dark web network where it was streaming her every move to the internet. When his sister is found murdered, he knows he must avenge her death. All right. That sounds like a good one. So, as far as I can tell, this gets pretty good reviews. I did kind of look it up in the store, and yeah, so pick that up. Looks good. We shall see, however. We shall see. Next up, something called Recall. Memory is a dangerous thing. Recall. 73 minutes, 2019. This one did not, from what I could see, I got home and looked this one up, does not get good reviews. Struggling to move out from the heartbreaking loss of his pregnant girlfriend, Mikey gets pulled into a dangerous robbery orchestrated by his stepbrother Dale. The job is to steal a loot of drug money being exchanged between a local mafia kingpin, Not Smart, and one of the city's most ruthless gangs. What might help Mikey put his past behind him may also cost him his life. Oh, Mikey, what are you doing? We'll give it a one-time watch. It probably won't make the shelf, guys. If you've seen that one, let me know down below if it was any good, if you liked it. This one I got only because of the cover. A worthy successor to Shaun of the Dead, we shall see, called Stalled. 84 minutes, 2014, I do believe. Not rated. It's a zombie flick, so why not? It's a zombie flick. It's Christmas Eve, and soon-to-be-fired janitor is nearing the end of his shift. His work in the women's restroom is interrupted by two drunken partiers, and he finds himself trapped in a stall. Just as the girls are about to make out, in a flash, one of them turns into a zombie and launches at the other girl, tearing her apart. WC is trapped as more and more zombies enter the restroom. He is not alone, though, as Evie, the office hottie, is 2 stalls down. Together they plan an escape, and soon the blood is flowing and bloody parts are flying in this hilarious zombie fest that is reminiscent of the cult classic Shaun of the Dead. We shall see. Sounds interesting, though. From everything I've been able to see, it gets kind of mediocre reviews. You know, these comedies, zombie comedy kind of things, always worth at least one-time watch. My hat and my hair are going crazy. Next one, only because I didn't have this one, and these are generally not very good. This is the Ouija Resurrection, Ouija Experiment 2. 86 minutes, 2014, not rated. I remember the Ouija Experiment, the first one. It was okay. So I thought, you know what, we'll give this one a check out. I don't expect it to be great, but we'll see. Following the successful debut of their original Ouija experiment, the survivors reprise their roles and revisit the Ouija board to resurrect the spirits in a renowned movie theater known for their haunted demons. In order to complete the Ouija resurrection, the original players look to recruit unsuspecting audience members into their web of horror with few expected survivors. Let me know if you've seen this one, guys, what you thought. Do you like the Ouija movies? Let me know down below. And I got this one because, first off, I didn't have it, and I do love Mary Shelley's gothic telling of Frankenstein. 91 minutes from 2007. It's a TV movie from the BBC. This one's kind of got a twist on it. It's modern times, based in modern times, and they're using stem cells to create their Frankenstein. That's the way I understand it. Helen McCroy stars alongside James Purefoy in this modern retelling of Mary Shelley's classic Gothic masterpiece. Desperate to save her dying son, medical researcher Victoria Frankenstein secretly introduces his DNA into her maverick work on replacement body parts, inadvertently creating life itself. From a heartbeat in a tank full of gore grows a monstrous subhuman creature which challenges all of their assumptions about genetic research and the meaning of life in the 21st century. Stem cells. It is the future. Take my word. They will create a human from stem cells one day. Somewhere, somehow. Next up, I think one of the only Blu-ray I got, The Shadow Effect, 94 minutes, 2017, not rated. Kind of a mystery sci-fi film. It gets mediocre reviews. Obsessed with gene regeneration and fascinated by phenomenon of the waking dream, Dr. Reese explores the psyche of Gabriel Howarth, a young man whose life is turned upside down when his violent dreams begin to blend with reality. When Gabriel's dreams mirror political assassinations, he must race against the clock to not only save himself and his wife, but stop an experimental government program. With time running out and Gabriel's life on the line, only Dr. Reese holds the key to unlocking the truth. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. We shall see. Next up, this one kind of creeped me out when I saw it. I thought, well, I got to have that. Called The Possession Experiment. Not rated, 85 minutes from 2016, and it gets so-so reviews. Brandon has always been drawn to the supernatural, so when asked to pick a topic to base his final world theology class project on, he decides to explore the dark world of exorcisms. Teamed up with 2 classmates, the group is led to investigate a multiple homicide that they eventually discover was an exorcism gone wrong. Brandon becomes obsessed with the event and in a strange turn of events decides the only way to research this topic is to undergo an exorcism himself. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Let me know if you guys have seen that and what you thought. Next up, he's running from his lies. The Jogger. 73 minutes long, 2013. It's a thriller. It's mediocre reviews from what I've understood. Paul and his beautiful wife find themselves in a terrifying whirlwind of murder and sabotage carried out by a mysterious stalker. While on an evening jog, Paul is threatened by a passing car, resulting in a horrifying chain of events. Clues to the predator's identity are slowly revealed, culminating in a white-knuckle ending that will keep you guessing until the very end. There you go. The Jogger. And the last one from Dollar Tree. It's another alien movie that I didn't have. Alien Domicile. Found out this is kind of crappy reviews. It's not rated. 88 minutes, 2017. It's a horror sci-fi. But the reason I got it, it's about Area 51, which is just down the road from us here. 5 government contractors wake up to find themselves contained under the infamous Area 51. They are forced to confront a sinister government experiment in a horrifying alien host. All right, there you go. Dollar Tree. We'll check them out. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. So I have a little bonus here for you guys. I did pick up some more Hamilton book goodies. So I'm going to share those with you real quick. Once I get some water in my whistle. First one is a slasher video called Cinco de Mayo. That's right, 5th of May, not rated, 71 minutes, 2013. It's a comedy horror. Gets really pretty good reviews. And I do believe this is a revenge film, which I like. I love my revenge films. Never give a recently fired professor a knife and a Day of the Dead mask. You're just asking for trouble. But let's back up. Dude's teaching in a small-town junior college. He takes his Chicano Studies course seriously, perhaps a bit too seriously, with the exception of a lone student. El Maestro is considered by the pupils and faculty alike to be a joke and out of touch with the real world. So it looks like he gets fired and gets a little revenge. So we'll check that one out. Let me know down below if you've seen that one, guys. Now, all of these from Hamilton Book were basically very inexpensive, less than $10, I'm sure, and basically blind buys. It's just that I didn't have them in my collection, and I wanted to check them out. Next up is something with Bruce Campbell in it. This is one of the reasons I got it, called The Woods. This is an Olive Films, R-rated, 2005, 91 minutes, horror mystery. I tend to like these Olive Films. They do a good job. This was directed by Lucky McKee, who this is his second film, and his first one was, if you remember, May, M-A-Y. So this is his second film. Interested to find and check this out. Private School, Deadly Lessons. Gothic chills abound in the thriller, The Woods. Amidst the splendor of rural New England sits Fallburn Academy, a boarding school for young, impressionable, and, in some cases, troubled girls. Isolated from the outside world, Fallburn sits near The Woods, a sinister cluster of trees that appears to act as a protective wall. All right. So she goes to school. She sets a fire in the forest, rebellious, and she's evidently got to figure out how to get out of that place. So we'll see. We'll check it out. I'm not going to read all of that. You guys can pause it and read it yourself. It looked interesting, and I did like May. So let me know down below if you've ever seen May. It was pretty good, by Lucky. Next up, something called The Host. The Host. PG-13. Gets pretty good reviews. 126 minutes. Man, it's long. 2013, a romantic thriller. But it's about about aliens overtaking humans, or getting inside of their bodies and then acting as humans. But they've got the mind of the human and the body of the alien. So sounded interesting to me. Let me show you the back. Just sounds interesting. It's a passionate and powerful epic love story. Zombie or alien love story. Okay. I'll give it a one-time watch. We'll see if it makes the shelf. All right. Tried, Convicted, and Hunted. Blackwoods. Blackwoods, R-rated, 95 minutes, from 2002. It's a drama thriller. This one doesn't get great reviews, but looked interesting. Tormented by memories of having caused a deadly car accident years earlier, Matt Sullivan struggles to rebuild his life with his girlfriend, Dawn. But his tentative happiness is shattered when he is attacked by an axe-wielding maniac in a secluded motel. Plunging into the forest to save Dawn, he is captured by a deranged family, who reveal that his arrival in the woods is no accident, and that he has been brought there to atone for his sins, to be the family's human prey. Pursued by his attackers through the dark forest, Matt has one final chance of redemption to snuff out the lives of his tormentors and thus exorcise the demons of his past. Yo! Sounds intense. Speaking of intense, Voodoo Black Exorcist. What? 1974, that's an old one, 88 minutes, R-rated. But I do like mummy movies. This is about mummies. Exhumed during an archaeological dig, a disgraced Caribbean prince is revived 3,000 years after his death and begins wreaking havoc on board a luxury ocean liner touring the South Seas. And it seems he's taken a shine to one passenger in particular, a beautiful young woman who's the spitting image of his long-dead love. All right. I'll give it a go. I like mummy movies. It's not supposed to be too good, but we'll check it out. And next up we have Your Dreams Will Never Be the Same. The Cinder. The Cinder. It's an olive film, R-rated, 1982, 92 minutes. Psychological horror, which I'm a fan of. Basically, the dude has telepathic powers. Quentin Tarantino called this his favorite movie from 1982. Had me at that. In this psychological horror film, Jellico, or I don't know how you say that name, Jeljico, I don't know, stars as John Doe, number 83, patient admitted to a psychiatric hospital after a suicide attempt. When Dr. Gail Farmer, the psychiatrist assigned to his case, begins experiencing vivid hallucinations, she suspects that she may be telepathically connected to her new patient, envisioning what he is experiencing in real time. As terrifying, dreamlike episodes escalate, the audience is drawn into a realm that lies between the waking and sleeping world. There you go. Let me look. Let's see the back. All right. Next up, Slasher. Satan's Blood. Gets okay reviews from 1984, 82 minutes long, not rated. It's a B movie, low budget slasher. I had to check it out. A terrifying story of mystery, horror, and violence. What evil lurks in the woodlands? The haunting legend of the mountains becomes a shocking reality when seemingly innocent holiday makers become victims of sadistic stabbings. Romance and murder are horrifyingly entangled. Satan's blade will stop at nothing. There's the back. Never heard of that one. We'll check it out. John Wells and Al Snow in Guns, Girls, Aliens, Zombies, and Cake. What's not to like? Something called Overtime, 81 minutes, not rated, from 2007. It's a zombie flick. Former WWE superstar Al Snow stars in this action-packed zombie alien comedy that gives new meaning to working late. Ralph is a hitman who has trouble balancing the responsibilities of work and home, especially when his boss calls him into work on a Saturday. But when Ralph finds himself locked in an alien-infested lab with his partner, Max, he must find a way to save a small group of survivors, keep himself safe from a horde of zombie aliens, and get to his son's birthday party on time. Sounds like a crazy good time to me. Let me know down below if you guys have seen that one. Kevin Durand and Lucas Haas in Dark Was the Night. 98 minutes, not rated, 2014. This one gets pretty good reviews. Is it a creature feature? I don't know. It's a drama horror. Looks like it's a pretty atmospheric movie. Maiden Woods is a remote and quiet town of decent, hard-working people, but something stirs in the dark woods surrounding this isolated community. After a logging company decimates an area of the forest, a rash of increasingly violent and unexplainable events transpires. Sheriff Paul Shields and his deputy struggle to confront their own personal demons while facing down a new breed of raw terror that is possibly older than humanity himself and much, much hungrier. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Next up, William Malone's Parasomnia. R-rated, 2018, I think. 103 minutes, a horror thriller. Gets pretty good reviews. Looks like it's pretty suspenseful. Says it's suspenseful. Laura Baxter suffers from parasomnia, a bizarre medical condition that keeps her trapped in an almost constant dream state. Art student Danny falls in love with the sleeping beauty, unaware that terrifying mesmerist and mass murderer Brian has sinister plans to claim her as his own. Parasomnia begins where your nightmare ends, Wes Craven says. Can't wait to watch that one. All right, and last but not least, from Hamilton Book, from the director of REC and REC2, is Sleep Tight. 2012, not rated, 101 minutes. It's a drama thriller. Spanish flick, it looks like. It has good reviews. Toiling silently amongst the residents of an everyday Barcelona apartment building, Dorman Caesar harbors a deep secret. His sole desire in life is to make others unhappy. When he sets his sights on Clara, one of his building's cheeriest residents, his sick need blossoms into a full-fledged obsession. Embarking on a series of private and physical violations against Clara, Caesar becomes determined to ruin her life by any means necessary. Becoming the boogeyman hiding under the bed and bringing her nightmares to life, his fascination with torment soon crosses the line into lunacy, and his thirst for others' sadness soon becomes maniacally unquenchable. Sounds fun to me. So there you go, guys. That's it for my Dollar Tree and Hamilton Book haul for this go around. Hopefully you guys are finding some good stuff at Dollar Tree. There's lots of stuff to be had. I was in there yesterday and they had a whole bunch of other stuff. A lot of stuff I wasn't interested in, I've seen before, I think. So yeah, there you go. Again, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I appreciate it if you would. So hey, thanks so much again. You guys keep smiling, keep having fun. Choose the positive alternative when you can. And until next time, peace.